Today, I'd like to share 3 foods that we prep every Sunday to help the rest of our week go so much smoother. Every Sunday, we like to prep a couple food items that will last us throughout the week, and it just makes dinners go so much smoother during the weeknights. We usually will plan a menu, and from that, we prep 3 starches at the beginning of the week. Those 3 starches are potatoes, rice, and steel cut oats. I'm gonna share with you how easy it is to have those prepped, and then you'll be good to go for the rest of the week. All right, so we use our Instant Pot to cook potatoes in every week. This was my birthday present this year, and I have loved it. We use it every week for a number of things. But most importantly, we do a big batch of potatoes every week. So this is the 8-quart Instant Pot. It comes in a 6-quart and a 3-quart. We got the big one because we knew that we wanted to be prepping big amounts just to make it easier. So this has been awesome. So what we'll do first is we will just wash our big 10-pound bag of potatoes in the sink and load up our Instant Pot, and then cook those potatoes for, usually it's 12 to 14 minutes. Once those potatoes have cooled off, we'll just put those in Ziploc bags, and those will be kept in the fridge. And the reason we cook our potatoes all at once is that when it comes time to use them during the week, they're already cooked. So depending on what we do, it just goes so much faster. Some of the things that we love to use potatoes for are for breakfasts. We'll dice them up and we'll have fried potatoes either on their own, or we'll also add a tofu scramble with that. That's definitely a favorite. Chris and I actually had that for lunch as well today. We'll do that for breakfasts. We'll slice them up, put them on a baking sheet, and cook them in the oven for fries. That's also really delicious. We will also just keep them whole, pop them in the oven, heat them up, and have baked potatoes to have a top-up potato meal that we often have with like steamed broccoli, have cheese sauce, some salsa, or top it up with whatever your favorite toppings are for potatoes. Today, I actually made a potato leek soup. I also love just potato soup. If you have leftover mashed potatoes, just adding any kind of milk to your potatoes just to loosen them up. That's something my grandma always did, and I love to do that too. While we've got the Instant Pot going, we like to also prep brown rice for the week. So we have a rice cooker, and I love it because you can just throw in your rice, add some water, press start, and it's ready for you. You don't have to worry about watching it on the stove or boiling over or it burning. It's just great. We could be using the Instant Pot for this. We could get rid of this, but at this point, we've got the space for it, so I'm fine to still have both. We do brown rice for the week, and we use rice in many ways. So it's so great. Once it's cooked, just put it in a glass container that you can store in your fridge, and it's really nice to pull it out. Rice is an awesome side to have for any kind of meal. We like to have a lot of stir fries, so we'll add rice to those. We love to do a meal called pile-on, which is what we had back in high school, where it's literally rice. You can do either salsa or tomato sauce. You can add whatever veggies and nachos. You pile on whatever good stuff that you want and you mix it up. So that's something we enjoy. I'm someone who loves having just like some zucchini, some tomatoes, some brown rice, and some hummus. That's a favorite meal of mine that I like to have for lunches. So we use rice all the time when we make Mexican meals. So whether it's Mexican fried rice, where we can add some veggies and some black beans. Yep. Or we also just add rice to burritos or fajitas. So the third food that we always prep is steel cut oats. I love having steel cut oats in the morning. So whether it's potatoes or steel cut oats, those are kind of my go-to favorites. these days. At the beginning of the week, I will just prep a whole bunch on the stovetop. Once I'm done, just put that in a glass container as well. And then each morning, I'll just scoop some out. I'll add a bit of almond milk, heat it up, and then you can choose what you want to add to it. If it's, I love to add banana slices and a little bit of maple syrup. My kids sometimes like just having a little bit of peanut butter in there and letting that melt. Or if it's just having cinnamon or just maple syrup on its own. Really good. I find it's a really nice hearty meal that that stays with you. And I like steel cut oats better than the large flake oats, the flat oats, just because I find that they're chewier and they're not as mushy. I don't know, I love them. We get the big bag from Costco and it lasts for a really long time. So that's been really, really great to have. So those are 3 starches, 3 whole healthy foods that you can be prepping every week. Super simple. It does not take a lot of time to do, but it is so handy to have things ready to go in your fridge, whether it's for a breakfast or for a dinner. And the nice thing about prepping certain foods ahead of time is that it gives you some flexibility in your meal planning. So it is nice to have your meals planned for the week, especially before you go grocery shopping, so you know what to be buying. But sometimes you want to change things up, and by having certain foods ready to go, it allows you to be able to be a little more flexible and add some variety. I hope that is helpful. I would love to hear what kind of foods you prep on a weekly basis. So leave a comment below to share what you do and what you find really helpful for you and your family. If you've enjoyed this video, then you might also like some of these other videos that I've created. So check some of them out, and I hope you have an awesome week.